Okay, so the purposes of this video are twofold. First of all, I want to make you guys familiar with the Perusal Annotations assignment, so I'm going to walk through that briefly. And then the second thing is that I'm going to show you the Perusal app. If you've never used it before, it's pretty simple, but I'm just going to use this quick video to familiarize you guys with it. We're going to be using Perusal Annotations for all three of our major projects. So let's get to it. So you can see on my screen here, I have the first Perusal Annotations assignment. We're looking at the text, your ability to can even. The time estimate for this assignment is about 30 to 40 minutes, but as always, I tried to be pretty conservative with the time estimate. It may take you less time. Now, the thing that I wanted to let you guys know about is that these Perusal annotations, they're not perfect, but they are intending to create a collaborative reading environment. Usually I like to do an exercise called reciprocal reading, where we all literally read a text together and talk through it and kind of summarize as we go along. We can't do that really because we're online. But we can do this. We'll all log into Perusal and we'll all be able to make annotations in the same space. So you'll be able to make annotations. You'll be able to see your classmates. I'll be able to make annotations. You can see my notes. You can respond to me and you can respond to each other. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a massive set of annotations and a whole big class conversation in Perusal about each text that we're looking at. So here's how we're going to do it. For this assignment, obviously you're going to have already read through the reading one time because you'll have done your handwritten annotations, and you can feel free to draw on those notes in this assignment, which is why it might go a little bit quicker since you've already read through the piece and you've already made your own notes on your own copy. But this is our opportunity to see what other people have been questioning or commenting on and to be able to respond to each other. So the steps, really briefly, first of all, you want to scan the text, look back over the whole thing. You can do this in Perusal. You can kind of see where I've highlighted some things. I'll show you that in a second. Then you want to read through and maybe take notes if you're ready to go. You can put this in a separate step, but here's the key for the Perusal annotations. Based on our active reading lesson that we looked at a little bit earlier, there are some key notes that I want to see everyone make. I want everyone to pose one question. I want everyone to make at least one prediction about what might happen next in the text. I want everyone to note one inference or one conclusion that you can come to on your own from the evidence that's presented. And I want everyone to note one connection. This can be text to text, text to self, text to world. You should have, therefore, a minimum of 4 unique annotations that are contributing something new to the text. Not, yes, I agree, good job. This is something new that's coming out of your brain. Now, next, I want you to interact with 4 of your classmates' annotations with unique responses. So once again, not just, yes, I agree with you, but if you do agree, say why. Say what it is you were thinking that connects to your classmates' thinking. If you don't agree, say why not, etc. Being very respectful, obviously, keeping to our class respect policy. So overall, you're going to have 8 unique annotations for this assignment. So now I'm going to refresh my feed here so that I can show you what it's going to look like in Perusal, right? So these are the instructions, and what you're going to do is you're going to click on this link. It's going to open a new window. So one of the first things that you can see here when you open up this Perusal page is that you have a lot of different ways to navigate it. There are some menu items over here that you can kind of keep up with your scores and things in your calendar. The documents is where you'll find each of the readings. So you can click on those over here in the menu, or you can open them here. The assignments will show you everything that is assigned. And when you get down to the bottom, you can actually open it here. I'm going to go into documents and open this so that you can see this little welcome box. The yellow highlights can correspond to threads that you guys start, and blue highlights correspond to threads that I start. So you can think about that when you see different colors on the highlighted portions of the text. You can look at everybody's comments at one time. You can star things. I can star things. Or you can just click on a comment, right? So the first thing that you'll see when you open up this piece is that I've already started a conversation here just off of the title. And you guys can just type in your comments right here. And then we can kind of carry on a conversation from there. You can go through, you can close this box if those comments are sort of distracting. As you go through the piece, you can make your own annotations. So you could say like, oh, here's an interesting vocabulary word. You can add in a new comment, and your typing can be fresh for each one as I'm just typing blah, 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 blah. I like that you can even add in like emojis, and you can kind of format your comments. You can get a little wild with it. So as you're going through, keep your eyes peeled for these blue highlights that are my highlighting, that I'm kind of starting conversations as we go along. Feel free to respond to me. Feel free to put in your own comments, right? If you see something and you say, oh, this is a cool quote, you can type in, and it'll be in there, and your classmates can respond to you. You guys can keep up a conversation that way. Okay, so I think we're going to have a lot of fun in Perusall as we all look at these readings all together. And if you have any questions about using Perusall, you can absolutely shoot me an email or talk to one of your tutors in the APEX program. All right, thanks guys.